The world's best-known computer companies is laying off about 20% of its workforce. Apple Computer announced Friday that it plans to cut 4,100 employees from its plant in California. Officials say it's an effort to save the financially troubled company. As CNN's Joan Drummond reports, some of the leaders in the computer field have found their inventions have not led to financial security.
This is not the Silicon Valley.
We call this the Silicon Prairie.
I see the internet as an adjunct to real life.
They talk the talk and their fingers walk the walk at the University of Illinois in Champaign-Urbana. But despite decades at the forefront of computer research, there are few cyber millionaires walking these streets.
Open the pod bay doors, Hal.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
The campus was the mythical home of HAL, the evil computer in 2001: A Space Odyssey. It's now the home of the National Center for Supercomputing Applications, where engineers develop ideas that will be on desktops in the next decade, and in this one. While he worked for the U of I, Steve Dorner developed an email system called Eudora. He now works for Qualcomm, the company that bought the marketing rights from the university.
I thought of it, the university trademarked it, Qualcomm's paying for it. That's how it works. Sure, I'd like to be a multimillionaire, but I'm not.
Dave Thompson worked on the Mosaic project in the early 90s.
I'm a computer geek to the core.
Mosaic was one of the first successful web browsers. The university made it available for free in those days. One of the project team members used the concept to help create a web browser and company you may have heard of, called Netscape. And it doesn't bother you that there are some computer geeks out there living in mansions?
Well, if you're asking if I'd like to live in a mansion, sure.
No mansions or millions for Dave. This week, the company that once marketed the original Mosaic closed its Champaign office.
People who do business in Silicon Valley want to be near other people who are doing similar kinds of business, and that end of it just has never taken off here.
There are a lot of unsung heroes. There's not a direct correlation between how many magazine covers you're on and your contribution to the field.
University officials say marketing the ideas born on this campus will never be their primary mission. They believe that job is best left to private industry. And the companies exhibiting at the university's Cyberfest say they're only too happy to snap up U of I graduates and their ideas.
Sort of like being at the navel of cyberspace, being here at the University of Illinois.
That place on the information superhighway is the university's stock in trade. And the school says you can't put a price on that. Joan Drummond for CNN, Champaign, Illinois.
Coming up on Worldview, Archbishop Desmond Tutu